The next comic is a very, very close friend of mine. I love him dearly. Again, I love all these people. I'm a loving guy. That's who I am. Now, this next comic's been on the Epic Comedy Hour. He's been on Clockwork Comedy several times. I have heard him fuck a woman on my couch. It happened. I heard it. There it was. He's an excellent performer is what I'm saying. Show your Huntsville love to Mr. Shane Justice, everybody.
A woman, he says. We're going to go ahead and keep that, and we'll stick with that. Oh, shit. Guys, what a fucking show tonight, right? Seriously, Jesus, fuck. I didn't even want to come out here. These guys killed it. Like, I apologize for what I'm about to do. I've had a shit day. Like, one of those days where everything pisses you off. Like, everything is like trying to turn the volume up on the TV and it, like, won't go. And you're like, fuck off! Ah! Like, one of those days. And so earlier I was like, I got to do something. Like, I can't go to the show like this. So I took some pills. And, yeah, no, right? And after I took them, I was, kind of just like, well, we better check these out. So I was looking at the bottle, and it's like, do not mix with alcohol. And it's like, fuck. But that was literally the worst advice I've ever received because we are in a good place right now, y'all. We are in a good place. Yeah, I don't know if we got a lot of sports fans in the audience or not, but I want to talk about the Super Bowl for just a second. The worst fucking call, the worst play call I have ever seen in my life. That was nuts. It was nuts. All right, look, if you didn't watch the game and you don't know, Seattle Seahawks, 2nd down, 1 yard line to win the game with a touchdown. Almost no time left. They have a running back whose nickname is Beast Mode. His fucking nickname is Beast Mode. And they passed the ball. There are hours of footage of this motherfucker running over people like a poor person on Black Friday. Like, I'm getting those goddamn shoes! Like, just mowing people down. And they call the pass play. I have seen better decisions made by 20-year-olds who are out at the bar with me. And they all make bad decisions. They all make bad decisions. But we watch Super Bowl for the commercials mostly anyway, right? Yeah, I don't remember any of them. I'm going to be honest. I don't remember a single one. But there is a commercial recently that I've seen that I really, really, really like. And it's Bud Light. And they had this slogan, which was, what happens next? And I loved these commercials. And if you haven't seen them, show some guy, average-looking dude, sitting at the bar by himself, got a drink, just sitting there hanging out. And then this impossibly hot chick walks over and sits down with him. And she has an open Bud Light, and she slides it across the table. She looks him directly in the eyes and says, you willing to drink that? See what happens next? And he sucks it down like Paris Hilton on a home video. Like, he just turns it up like, fuck yes, we're doing this now. And he gets to go up. He goes and plays ping pong with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he gets on stage with some shitty band like Bowling for Soup or something. But who cares? Like, you're having an awesome night. Nobody gives a shit. It's like a great night. But you can't have that same commercial and flip the gender roles. You can't do it. You can't have some really hot chick sitting at the bar by herself, and then, like, I walk up with an open drink, slide it across the table. You willing to drink that and see what happens next? Because it's only going to be fun for me. Hold on, let me drink some more funny real quick. It's monogrammed, too, by the way. We're just going to leave that open. Oh! No. No, look, y'all don't know, like, how tempted. If you all weren't here, like, I'm down on my knees, like getting that little drop up right there. But, all right, so let's kind of keep the theme going that I ended on that last joke. How many times, and not necessarily by the same person, okay? So I need you to keep that in your head. Not necessarily by the same person, okay? How many times would you have to be raped in your home before you moved? And see, no, look, I like his honesty because usually when I ask that to a dude, they're like, one. That's it. And I'm packing up all my shit and we're leaving. And that's probably not the case if you're being honest. I don't care who you are. If that happens, you're going to be freaked out. You know, you're going to make some changes, obviously. You're probably going to spend a couple weeks with some friends. But you're probably not moving. You know. All right, second time. A few years passed maybe. Happens again. I don't know, maybe you don't move. Like, you get some bars on your windows. Maybe you give ADT a call. You know, you're like, all right, we're going to try to nip this shit. I don't know what's going on. Like, we're going to handle this, all right? All right, but listen, the third time? Yeah, it doesn't, all right, even if a few years have passed, like, it's probably time to move. It's probably time to get the fuck out of there. And the only reason that really I'm bringing this up is because, all right, it's this question is the reason that I've found I've had a lot of problems having empathy for people that live in places like, you know, that are called like Tornado Alley or New Orleans, you know? Like, how many times you got to get fucked before you move? You know? You keep getting fucked. Move. But they stay. I don't know. They're pumped about it. I don't know. I have a lot of time to think about weird shit like that. I don't really have any hobbies. Does anybody have hobbies? Like, the closest I come is like video games. That's not a hobby. I feel like a hobby you should be able to show someone. You know, like, I do this. I build model ships. Yes, it's boring, but you want to look at them? Because I made some stuff. And there they are. And what, like, you want to come see my gamer score? It's pretty big. Like, you can't do it. Nobody gives a shit. But I love Grand Theft Auto 5. Like that. Love Grand Theft Auto 5. Play it nonstop. And the thing that I really, really love about the game is all the stuff you get to do that you don't get to do in real life. You know, you kind of get outlets. You know, you get to do all these things you don't get to do normally. Like, if you're not really familiar with the game, like when you create your character and you start playing, like, for instance, you get to have some money and a car. And I was just like, wow, this is surreal. Like, my friend's hanging out with me, and I'm like, did you see that? I went in that store and bought a shirt. That was fucking crazy. It's fun. I love this. I hope, it's so fantastic. And, I mean, the other closest thing I come to with a hobby is maybe movies. Yeah, I really like movies. Especially, I'm right with Patrick on the superhero stuff. Huge superhero nerd. Love the comic book movies. I'm really, really, really excited. I think it's next year, Batman versus Superman. Oh my God! You might not be able to tell because I'm wearing jeans, but I got a little hard just thinking about it. I cannot wait to see this movie on the big screen. I cannot wait. I do have a bit of a problem with, though, that there is an entire generation of people that are going to grow up with Ben Affleck as their Batman. Like, that's weird to me. Like, that's fucking weird. But aside from that, I'm really excited about the movie. What I'm not excited about is the inevitable media coverage of The Dark Knight Rises shooting when this movie starts to come out. Because you know they're going to bring it up. That's what they do. You know, it's like, oh, Batman vs. Superman. If you go see it, will you be shot in the face? Find out at 11. Like, that's what they do. And, you know, a lot of people don't realize when that tragedy happened in Aurora, Colorado, some years back, Christian Bale actually went to the hospital where they took the survivors, and he visited them. It was amazing. It got, like, zero media coverage. Like, that's a big fucking deal. Like, Batman visited survivors in the hospital. Huge deal. And also, what got no media coverage, and keeping with the mentality of trying to focus on the positive, all of the victims of that terrible tragedy got to meet Heath Ledger. And he won an Oscar. So it's just, like, I don't understand. They don't focus on the right things. They don't focus on the right things. Yeah. But I'm right? Right? Heath Ledger won the Oscar, right? Anybody like blowjobs? Yeah? All right, this guy raised his hand. Like, this guy likes them. Obviously, I also like blowjobs. But you know what's hard to find? And it really is. It's very hard to find a great blowjob. Good blowjobs are everywhere. They are everywhere. A bad blowjob is probably harder to find than a great blowjob because they're all good. If you're doing that, thumbs up to you. But if you're able to give a great blowjob, it's like the most thankless activity that you can do. Like there is no real reward for being good at that. Like you can't put it on a job application, like under skills, like nobody's tweeting it, it's like hashtag swallow. And it's just thankless. It really is. And speaking of Twitter, because nobody in Alabama's on Twitter, so we're going to talk about that for a minute. I'm on Twitter. I don't tweet a whole lot, but I have fun with it. I really, really, really like Twitter. And one of the things I like to do is kind of tweet my musings and then hashtag them improperly. Just with hashtags that don't really quite fit. Like I might tweet, for instance, I was really in love with that stripper last night. Hashtag Candy Crush. It's just kind of along those lines. Or, have you guys noticed how many, white chicks that are way into hip-hop have started getting spray tans? Hashtag orange is the new black. My very, very personal favorite, which was, I was really, really shocked at all of the people menstruating at the Special Olympics. Hashtag Bloods and Crips. So get on Twitter. It's fun. And best part about Twitter is your grandma doesn't have an account. They kind of way that works out. All right, we'll go with this. There's pretty much zero chance you guys are thinking less of me if I do something, right? We're pretty much at a bottom at this point. I was thinking the other day of how easy it would be to get away with committing a crime if you had Down syndrome. All right? All right, follow me, okay? We're going to go down a road. All right, you guys come along with me. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You turn on the news one day. Good evening. Our top story tonight, police are still searching for the suspect in a string of murders throughout the Tennessee Valley. Authorities are hoping that, we have an update. It seems that they have released a sketch based off eyewitness reports of what we believe the perpetrator to look like. The perpetrator appears to be is that a man or a woman? A person between the ages of 15 and 45. They have a smushed face and squinty eyes, and an extremely round head like in cartoons. Authorities are hoping that the release of this sketch... no, we have an update. It appears that an arrest has been made. An off-duty officer was in his local Walmart when he noticed someone fitting the description greeting customers as they walked in the door. They have the perpetrator in custody. We have a second update. A movie theater manager alerted police when he noticed someone fitting the description giving hugs to strangers in his lobby. We have the suspect. There's a third There has been a third update. It appears that a father who was taking his son to a birthday party called police when he noticed someone fitting the description playing skee-ball at the Chuck E. Cheese. And the whole time, the real killer's at home like, he's platting out his whole shit. He's sitting there waiting for his next victim. He goes out to a bar. He sees his next victim. He sits down at the table. He's like, you willing to drink this and see what happens next? All right, guys, thanks so much. My name's been Shane Justice.
Keep it going for Shane Justice, everybody. Oh, I love that guy. He totally fucked that girl on my couch. Totally.